Going to the old world again, and do I have a great recommendation for you. So if you're looking for a great and real Hefeweizen, and one that will surely make you look like a connoisseur, then join me on this tasting. My name is Eddie, and I have tasted and sampled many beers from all over the world, and it is my passion to help you find that perfect beer you're looking for. Whether you're looking to try something new or there is something very specific that you're looking for to pair with your food, I got your back. Welcome back, beer lovers. Thank you for spending the next few minutes with me. As I said in the intro, my name is Eddie, and on this channel, I taste and review all kinds of beers and give you my most honest opinion about them, as well as some ideas to pair them with your food, just like the one you're about to watch. So if you're new here, consider subscribing and hitting that bell icon down there so you're notified every time I release a new beer review video. Let's get to it today. I'm excited because I'm taking another trip around the world to bring you one of the world's oldest beers again. And actually it's the #1 beer in Germany, or so they claim. As I said in the intro, it's a true Hefeweizen, none other than Paulaner Hefeweizen. And what I mean by, true Hefeweizen, it has to be fermented with a very specific yeast to be called Hefeweizen, which is the Weizen yeast. And I'm also very excited because I get to use my Weizen base today, which is not every day I get to use my Weizen base. And as you know, it's very important to have the right glass for the beer that you're tasting. So if you want to get your own set of Beer Connoisseur TV glasses, just look in the description below to get your own set of glasses, and look at that. This is a 16-ounce can, which if you've been watching, you know you always get extra points for that. And look at that. Is that perfection or what? That's where we always start. It's on the appearance of the beer. And we have the 3 C's, right? Color, clarity, and carbonation. Color, bright orange. Oh my God, it's a sight to behold. Yeah, I think on the screen it looks a little bit more amber, but I'm seeing bright orange here. It is actually cloudy, and I have been reading about it as I have been researching for this review. And yes, it is actually has some suspended yeast, is what they call it. So I expected it to be cloudy. It is definitely very cloudy, and there's lots of action. I see lots of bubbles rising on the sides of my Weizen vase here. So lots of action. Look at that head of foam. Very nice foam, white foam there. I mean, you have well more than 2 fingers there, more than 1 inch, and it is, like I said, it is very pretty. And it's been it's almost a minute since I poured it, and look at that retention. Almost none of it has dissipated. So great appearance. Now where do we always go after that? We go for the aromas. And I'm going to give you a little secret here about this Hefeweizen. Wow. Yes, I can smell the citrus juices with a little bit of a hint of nutmeg or clove. That comes through in the aromas. With a Hefty malt base, but actually the malt is not as overpowering as other Hefeweizens I have tasted on this channel, so very well balanced. And did you know that in Hefeweizens, the aromas actually come from the yeast? Yes, it's not from hops. They actually have to get the aromas from the yeast. So great aromas here. Lots of great scents I'm getting here. And now I get to do my favorite part. Let's taste this baby. From the old world to my hands. Oh man, that actually brought back some memories of Hackershore. I was actually looking for Hackershore the other day and couldn't find it, but that is not Hackershore, it's Paulaner. But it has that, all that carbonation is the first thing you feel on the tip of the tongue, so not a lot of flavor at the tip of the tongue, and then in the middle of the palate you start feeling that the fruit juices, a little bit of that malt base, and then towards the back of the palate I got a lot more citrus and a little bit of that hint of nutmeg towards the back of the palate. Oh yes, definitely. It's almost like orange or lemon peel. It's not bitter, so it's not like grapefruit or anything like that. It's very sweet, citrusy in the back of the palate. I love it. And the aromas are actually helping the experience there, and that's why the Weizen base plays great here, because as you're drinking it, those aromas are definitely help enjoy the whole experience. Now, the part you come to me and the part that makes you a connoisseur, the food pairings, right? Now, I'm going to go maybe off the wall here a little bit, but it's really not, because you've heard me say this before. For a winning combination, pair beers with foods from where the beer is from. So, German beer, German foods. First thing I'm going to say is, and I am probably going to butcher how you say this, so apologies to my German friends, Weisswurst Frühstück, which is nothing else than, by the way, Weisswurst is nothing other than white sausage, so it's a white bratwurst if you would, but it's not fried, so it's not bratwurst. It's Weisswurst, and Frühstück is nothing else than breakfast. So actually a nice breakfast of Weisswurst with pretzels. This is going to be, oh yeah, it's a thing. You can drink this for breakfast. Don't judge me. I won't judge you if you do it. So yes, you can do that. The second thing is schnitzel. Make it a Wiener schnitzel. Yes, that's another great food that you can pair with. If you're not so much inclined to have beer with your breakfast, you can do it for dinner with a nice schnitzel. Now, if you want to stay on kind of like on this side of the pond, go with a safe pairing here, because hefeweizens are good to pair with seafood too. So some shellfish, let's do a lobster and avocado salad. Want to stay on the lighter side? That's a great one. It will go great because the beer has a creamy finish to it. There's a little bit of creaminess on the palate, and you have the creaminess, the cream buttery style from the lobster. So that's going to be very great harmony there between those two things. And sit down for this one. This is going to be a roasted pork, right? Pork loin. You're gonna stuff, it's gonna be stuffed with Weisswurst wrapped in bacon. Oh yeah, it's a thing. My buddy makes that, and forget about, the fat on that thing. It is delicious, and that goes great with Paulaner Hefeweizen. As far as cheese, I'm going to recommend a mozzarella. Again, creamy cheeses is what you're looking for here to pair with a, allow it to stay in the palate a little longer and then enjoy that beer going down to cleanse that palate. But the creaminess is also going to pair really well. Now, you can always trust me to leave you a nice secret in the description below as far as a dessert pairing. That's what I always say, that's what completes the lesson for a connoisseur, because it's not easy to pair beer with dessert and to do it consistently, and especially with the Hefeweizen. However, I have a nice treat for you down there. Go ahead and open it up, and maybe you won't even try it making it yourself. So I really hope that helps you, and like I said, that concludes the lesson for today. But let me ask you, have you had Paulaner Hefeweizen before? What do you think of it? Have you paired it with anything? Have you had Weisswurst Frühstück? I love to hear your comments. I love to learn from you as we both learn from each other. There you have it, my friends. I hope I have helped you increase your beer knowledge and maybe help you find a new beer to enjoy and want to impress your friends and guests with as en route to becoming a connoisseur. Be on the lookout over the next few days when I release my next beer review video, and until then, enjoy!